Another one.
So Ferris also said, also, I negotiated this company for an increased pay and they want to do another interview after the offer letter. Is that normal? So I'm going to start off saying with this, right? Let's start the timer. Start the timer. I got you. I got you. So I'm going to say that if you negotiated um, after, then I think some of the terms that they were expecting may have changed. I don't know. I mean, all companies are different. I don't know if there's any like particular normal or not normal when it comes to salary negotiations. Um, I mean, anytime you meet with somebody for whatever, I guess it could be considered as an interview, things like that. But let's see what your car's feedback was. Your car says they may be doing that to show upper management why they need to allocate more money for you in the budget. That's a good point because it's like, all right, if they said that we wanted to pay X amount of dollars, and they say, okay, but I want this, and then you know what, this person is really good. They've been doing this type of work or whatever, or maybe you're applying, you're coming into a new company. So okay, yeah, this background, they could kind of be worth this much money, but we had already said to upper management that this is the offer that we're going to get. They want more. Let's go. Let's say, okay, talk to the person. Let's see what is it that they're going to be doing to get more money. Who knows, right? So I can see it. I could see it. It's not like it's not out of this world. Because at the end of the day, it's their company. They can do whatever they want with it. So, and Fair says, they told me they're crunching the numbers. I just don't know if it's typical to do a round after the offer letter, but perhaps it is. So here's the thing, Ferris. At least in my mind, could be wrong, but at least in my mind, or here's another question: did they tell you what they were going to offer you? And then you're like, okay, and then they send the offer, and then you say, actually, I want more. See, because now it's like, all right, what we said we're going to offer, the terms of change. Let's see if that's the case. Let's see if we can figure it out because they said they're crunching numbers. And they might also be saying because they might be crunching the numbers, right? And they say, all right, because that interview might be to say because they don't want to tell you no, we can't do it, but they might be saying, all right, here's the deal. Right now, like today, we can't give you what you're asking for right now. But if you're willing to accept, and we'll put it in writing that in 6 months, we should be able to meet you where what you're requesting and give you some type of bonus or something like that to make up for the past 6 months. But because a lot of times things get lost in communication because so like, okay, this is what we're trying to offer you. Are you willing to take it? So you don't really know what they mean by quote unquote interview if they're like going to say, oh, or like, whatever. So that's why I'm like, it's not uncommon if you were to say okay and then you say, oh, actually I want this, or if they say, okay, this is the offer, and you say, actually I want this much more, and they say okay, let's talk about it so we can figure something out because this is our budget, but we can do A, B, and C. So that's my thoughts behind it. It could be many things, but at the end of the day, like you want what you want, they want what they want. And Ferris also said, I talked to the CEO, so don't think it's an upper management thing, but we will see. Did you talk to the CEO about the actual pay that you wanted, though? So that's the question. Was it about the pay that you wanted, and did they offer you less? Or because different conversation, and plus, the CEO does not is not in charge of the numbers either. Sometimes the HR department has a max limit of what can be done, and CEO could have probably override it if they really needed to, but so it's just a bunch of like legalese have to cross the T's and dot the I's. So let's see. So your car said the budget equals crunching the numbers. Who is conducting your interview? So so that's what I mean. That's what I mean. I agree with your car on that. It's like there's so many different moving pieces because the CEO is not going to be your manager. You know what I mean? The CEO is not going to be the one to officially like sign everybody's check because imagine if the CEO could just override everybody's pay because he had a conversation with them, then they're not going to be the most effective CEO. You know what I mean? So that's just my thoughts about that.
They say they want success, but they don't put in the time. Promises unkept, all
this wasted energy's a crime. People with their eyes wide shut, just playing their part. But when it comes to commitment, they ain't got the heart. Tell me, what's the point of dreaming big if you don't try? Why don't you wake up, get your dreams in line? You can't keep on waiting, 'cause it's your time to shine. Don't let the darkness cloud the path that you own. If you want success, then you gotta make it home. I see the potential in them, but they don't understand. Only chasing shadows, never stepping on the land. Words are just reflections, but actions tell the tale. When you want the prize, you gotta break the veil. Success is a road, but oh, it ain't a free ride. Why don't you wake up, get your dreams in line?